Atención!
I was on the radio station here in Chicago, locally 103.5 KISS FM, and I had just landed my own radio show. It was called the Top 8 at 8:48, and it was a live mix show. And the trick was I would get the top 8 songs of the week, and they would give them to me, and I would have 1 hour to put those songs together and then perform it at 8:48 to like 9:20. And it was a challenge. That was a spin, and I took it real seriously. I would try to get the songs the night before, right after the last 8 songs was announced. And it was like probably my 3rd week doing that, and they had just moved GCI over, and I was like going into the other studio that they were in just to get my mail, but they were in there, so I was like, oh, hey, what's up, guys? It was DJ Moondog, it was Tim, it was UB Rodriguez, and I think some of Tim's friends. And that was my first time meeting him. I kind of just bum rushed him, and I just walked in and I was like, oh shit, what's up, guys? How you doing? I'm like, oh, Tim, what's up, man? My name is Ruben. I go by Boi Jeanius. And he goes, oh, what's up, man? Good to finally meet you. Heard good things. And I was like, word, you know? That was a Friday. Tuesday, I get a phone call. And it was a random phone call. I'm pulling up to the station to get my check again. And it's Tim. I get a phone call. I don't even answer phones that I don't know. And it's Tim, and I'm like, hello, who's this? And he's like, yo, what's up, man? It's Tim. And I'm like, Tim who? He's like, Tim, nigga, Timbuck2. And I was like, oh. I'm like, what's up, man? I didn't want to ask him, like, how'd you get my number? I was just like, hey, man, what's up? And he's like, yo, I got your number from Moondog, man. I'm trying to find, trying to see if you were interested in playing with me tonight at Timbuck2uesdays. And I was like, yeah. What time do I gotta be there? He's like, well, you gotta open for me. At the time, I was doing all this crazy shit for KISS FM, like the NYE New Year's Eve gala at the Navy Pier, and like all these corporate events, and I'm DJing for thousands of people on a regular. And I'm thinking to myself, like, open for you? Like, I don't give a fuck who you are, nigga. I'm not open for nobody, But then I thought about it, like, man, this is Tim. Like, why am I gonna do that? Like, Tim's the coldest, like, straight up. So I went, and I was there, and I was nervous, and I walked in, and I didn't even know that, like, he was, like, I didn't know what type of party it was. I didn't know anything. All I know is I walked in, and I saw some of the baddest females I've ever seen in my life. I walked in there and didn't know what the fuck, it's 10 o'clock, and then it's 11 o'clock, and then it's 11:30, and I'm like, wait. And it's getting thick. It's like 11:30, it's getting thick, and I'm like, yo, I gotta I've been, a lot of people have been here since the beginning, like, oh shit, like I gotta turn it up right now, like, where the fuck is Tim? I've never met him outside of that after the radio station, so I was like, man, where the fuck is Tim? And I'm like fucking DJing, it's like 11:45, and I was like, you know what? Tim will understand. Flipped the switch and just started fucking killing it, and then it's like 11:58, Tim walks up and is like, I'm ready. And I asked him while he was setting up, and after we set up, I'm like, yo, where the fuck were you? I'm like, dog, I didn't know if I should turn it up or I should turn it down. I didn't know, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, man, don't ever not play whatever the fuck you want to play. He's like, you should always play. He's like, man, I got music, I'm gonna be good. He's like, you gotta show me something. And I was like, all right, cool, I won't hold back then, You're gonna see some of the most beautiful women, some of the coolest dressed guys. A very strong team is very present every week, and I can't even think of not doing anything else on a Tuesday, honestly. We started at the Shrine. Timbuck2uesdays started 8 years ago at the Shrine, and the fucking DJ lineup is extensive, and it's also very, very thick and heavy. So I know that about the history of the party. People just assume the party is just a party. It's not, man, it's an event. Every fucking week it's an event. And we treat it as such. Like, the DJs we book are top notch. Even the local DJs, when we're not booking major DJs, are top notch. And everyone has a platform. Everything has something channeled towards somewhere else. This is the biggest stage in all of Chicago, as if you're a DJ. If you made it to play Timbuck2uesdays, you've accomplished something. And you're not just accomplishing that, you are moving forward to something else. And like, it's always been that way, you know, and throughout the years of the Shrine, and then like Shrine and Tim had some issue or just didn't work out over there. I don't know what exactly happened in that moment. Tim had moved the party to Beauty Bar, which is a new establishment in Chicago, which is, you know, started this new branch of like chain, you know, in New York and San Francisco and Vegas. And they opened one in Chicago, and it used to be called Sonotech. And that club was where Tim used to DJ anyway. They changed the name and put it to Beauty Bar, so Tim had already established, you know, relationship there. And he was doing it for about a year before I jumped on. We needed an outlet, and I didn't think he was really happy with just DJing the regular nightclubs here in Chicago. I think he needed to really, because, you know, I'm almost positive like the pressures of probably being on the radio and what you're expected to play and things like that might have overshadowed what he actually could do. And I think Tim created Timbuck2uesdays as a getaway for everybody. Anybody that loves music. As a DJ, like, it's something you can look up to. Like, when you're playing as a DJ, it's something you look forward to. And I don't know, to me, that's the way I look at it. It's the way I look at it, and I carry it that way. But on that level, like, I would open for Tim, and it was kind of nerve-wracking. I remember when he told me, like, yo, I want you to do this every week with me. Are you down? And I was like, yeah, like, hell yeah. So I did it, and I remember the first time I went there after doing that first gig, and I was like, all right, now I know what to do, you know what I mean? Like, I was so pumped, and I went on there, and like, I'm DJing, and I fucking played Ray J's Sexy Can I? And Tim comes up to me in his drink, and he, like, you know, comes up behind my laptop, and he puts my laptop down. I'm like, I don't know who's doing that, so I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And it's Tim, and he keeps going. And he's like, turn this shit off. Things like that happened every now and then where I would just get in my ways, and my freedom of music doesn't really match Tim's freedom of music. His is like more, you know, hip hop and... Come on, Rich, are you serious? What a dick. Play that horrible ass fucking EDM track behind my fucking video. Yeah, what a dick. Even worse. Play some fucking hip hop. All right.
Tim was more hip hop.
Yeah, I mean, he was more soul. He was more funk. He was actually everything. He listened to rock. He listened to everything. I remember the nights he would end his sets with like fucking Nirvana and like Red Hot Chili Peppers, and how he could manipulate songs and sneak them in and like kind of just float in the world of DJing. Like once you harness a skill, you know, it's easy to draw and apply it to anything. So like, he was very fresh on his music. He was very current. He knew how to play. He knew when to play. He knew what type of energy to put behind that. And it's, you know, often imitated, never duplicated. Like, people forgot that this is a craft. This is a difficult craft. And not everyone can do it. But Tim hit it all and was a student still. And that's part of the reason why he asked me to be around, was just to be like, you know, show me some of this cool shit that you're doing, and I'll show you some of the shit that I've been doing, type of stuff.